only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know if you bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the prank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching the but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the milk before we talk it that I'm waking up and coming through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Left with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Me and them here make it come treat it. Spin make it come beat it. I want the new.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first game's out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Check right.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Mahomes will throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The end result, 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run left with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pollard again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it 21-8. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Hey, 43, 15.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions, but how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 3. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chiefs 16. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18 and able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That is caught by Lamb. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, this Andy.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go, baby. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Mahomes. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Pollard going to try the right side. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that.
And now are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the